Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Chris. Today's video is all about my perfumes that I love to wear when I don't want to offend anybody. And I'm specifically talking about work or, public gatherings or going out to dinner, but mainly work. And if you don't know already, I work in a hospital, so it's not a place, we don't have any strict hard fast rules, but it's really more about common courtesy and thinking about others. And since I go to work every day, I definitely have a huge amount of perfumes that are really, really good for a work situation. Really any work you're in, whether it's food service, whether you're in a cubicle and you're going to be next to anybody, hospital, again, it's everything in moderation or with a light touch. These are not beast mode. Beast mode perfumes are the opposite of this video. So if you're really looking, if you came here looking for a beast mode inoffensive perfume, I don't have any of those. All of these wear on the lighter side. That doesn't mean they evaporate in an hour. They just do not have tremendous projection, and the scent bubble tends to be small, and that's exactly how I want it when I go to work. So before I get started, I would love it if you would tell us all in the comments below, what are your most inoffensive or, crowd-friendly, work-friendly fragrances that you love to work. I have found that everybody loves to read the comments, not just when I comment, but you guys comment with each other, and I love to see that little conversation going on. It's just fun. We have a fun time here in the fragrance world. So I am going to give a little disclaimer. I work with a bunch of wonderful people, and they have different, they're all shapes, all sizes, men, female, younger, older, and everybody likes different things. Now, there's always going to be that one person, or maybe those two people, that absolutely hate scents of any kind. And we have that at my work. We have somebody that just can't stand smells at all, including food. And so it's really, you have to know your audience. I know this person, I know the days that she works, and when she works, I wear something very, very light, or I wear nothing at all. And it's so hard for me. But I do it. But these, and for the rest of everybody, these are perfumes that I find very inoffensive, and they are tried and true. I've never had, and I have my friends, boy, let me tell you, they give me feedback what I'm wearing, and I encourage that. I want them to tell me if they don't like what I'm wearing, and I love it when they tell me if they find something that I'm wearing and they like. I like when they give me feedback. So that's my little disclaimer, because of course, somebody might take offense to these, but these are kind of my choices, and I really had to narrow it down. Guys, I have probably 30 or 40, but I narrowed it down. This was hard. I think I have maybe somewhere between 12 and 15. And I'm going to get started with one that I just got maybe a couple months ago, and it's because of one of you out there. I think your name is Gwen, and you are a neonatal nurse, and you told me about a fragrance that you love to wear to work. And as a neonatal nurse, you have to be careful. You don't want to be wearing some bombastic, very loud, oody perfume. You're going to blow everybody, including the poor little babies, away. You told me about this perfume, and I absolutely love it, and I am so thrilled I have it. I've shown it one time before. This is called, this is by that brand Off-White, and it's called Paperwork Solution No. 2. And so this is a citrusy perfume with some florals. Now, if you like the note of tangerine, this is absolutely terrific. Most citrusy perfumes really kind of focus on bergamot. Bergamot is in almost everything, or lemon, or maybe lime. But it's very hard to find, or orange. It's hard to find a tangerine forward fragrance. This has a prominent note of tangerine, which I love. So it's tangerine, it has a little bit of orange blossom, more neroli. It smells more orange blossom to me, and it has a lovely ginger, and the ginger's cold, like that freshly sliced ginger. Really, really lovely. It is a terrific scent. I loved it in the summer. It's a fantastic, it's very, very versatile. Not very loud. It's clean, fresh, citrusy, beautiful. I loved it so much after I got it that I went to go, and I bought mine at So Avant-Garde, and I think it sold out. So when I went to go buy a second bottle, it was sold out. My heart is breaking. But a few of you out there told me you saw it at TJ Maxx, and I found it also at Saks Fifth, the off 5, like the discount. Saks Fifth Avenue, we'll see if it's still there. And if it is, I will link it down below, because that would be great if you could get it at a discount. But I absolutely love it. And thank you, Gwen, for that recommendation and the terrific inoffensive perfume that is wonderful in the warmer months. Now, when I want to smell like an angel on the beach, at work. Now, vanillas are in general not, in my opinion, not work friendly, particularly if you are in food service or you're in, healthcare, something like that. You don't want to be wearing lots of vanillas because some people just don't like vanilla. I know it's hard to imagine, but one of the few vanillas on the list is this one by Inoffensive, and it's called Très Cher. And this is a beautiful, non-gourmand, very fluffy, very light, airy, ethereal vanilla. It's very powdery, it's very clean. So it's clean without being soapy, and it's powdery without smelling like straight up baby powder. And why do I say that it smells like an angel on the beach? There's something very ocean spray. It smells like ocean spray. I get a little beachy quality in here, a little bit of woods, but something like a sea spray. Very light, very pretty, very inoffensive. I paid full price for this over on So Avant-Garde minus my 10% discount. Can you believe last night I found this on Flippin' Joma Shop for less than half what I paid for it? And I will try to remember it, and I will link that down below. But oh my gosh, if I was still back in my crazy backup perfume buying days, I would buy a backup bottle at that price. I won't. I'm going to enjoy this. But oh my gosh, if you always love that scent, but you said it's too expensive, I want to get it at half price. It's half price now on Joma Shop. Okay, another terrific perfume to wear for work. Very inoffensive is this one, called Slogan. This is a fluffy, soft, very cozy, musky vanilla with a gentle aromatic note in the background, and that aromatic note is juniper or juniper berry. It's very, very, sometimes juniper can be really sharp, a little bit pungent. It's very soft and it goes so well. Now, I don't think vanilla is listed. I get vanilla. I get a beautiful, soft, fuzzy, like a vanilla musk. Almost like your skin, but better. But it definitely has that very, very gentle, woody, wood juniper thing going on in the background. Again, very soft, very quiet. It doesn't have a big sillage, and it doesn't last all day. I have to spray on clothes for me to get at least, 6 hours, but I really, really like it. It's not going to be for everybody. And, just like I say for everything, sample first. I got mine at Lucky Scent, I want to say. I'm pretty sure. They have samples there. Oh, this is so classy, so beautiful. This is another non-foodie vanilla perfume, but it's a woody vanilla with iris, and this is my Bois d'Iris. This is very, very professional, very elegant, very classy, timeless. If you like Bois d'Argent by Christian Dior, this smells very, very similar. You don't need both. They're very, very similar, but this one is much more affordable. That one lasts a little bit longer. This has a beautiful driftwood. It has sugar cube accord, but it's not sweet. And it definitely has some incense. I think it's myrrh, but it's a little bit, I get a hint of a smokiness, but not overly. It's not overly incensey, and it certainly doesn't smell churchy or liturgical. Another one that's very, very light wearing, but boy, do I love it. This is my second bottle. Okay, this next one, I know I had you in a recent video and I can't remember what video. Oh, I think it was compliments. Yeah, because I get, this one is not a beast mode. This one is not strong. It's fairly light wearing. This is Electimus by, I'm sorry, this is Trajan by Electimus. Even though I get compliments, the compliments I tend to get with this one is when people come in and give me a hug. I love to wear this at birthday parties, a gathering where I'm going to be around a crowd of people, but I don't want to interfere with anybody's meal or their dessert or offend anybody. And another one that's very, very good for work. If you don't know, this kind of has little Baccarat 540 vibes without the sweetness. So it kind of has that airiness like the sillage of Baccarat 540 without the sweetness. It has a little bit of citruses. They're light like a blood orange, a little bit of lavender. I want to say a little bit of sage, some soft aromatic. So it's a more citrusy, slightly more aromatic, less sweet version of that, that kind of Baccarat DNA that, oh, so pretty. One that when I wear, I'm just like, smell on my wrist. Oh, you smell so good. This one is a great one. This one's really good for work. It's light. It's nothing but sea and sky, as you can tell by you can see by my dent. I like this a lot. This is a beautiful, clean, fresh sandalwood. So you have to like sandalwood, you have to like musk, and you have to like bergamot, because those are 3 notes that are in this perfume. It's pretty simple, but it's very, very nice. It is a very nice, you know, fresh, very clean sandalwood. This is not that milky, creamy sandalwood. It's more of a clean, crisp sandalwood. It gets a little bit milky in the dry down, but you know, not overly creamy. It's not that type of sandalwood, more on the crisp, clean side, you know, a very nice fuzzy musk. And again, that bergamot in the beginning that burns off, but it's very, very prominent. And I love wearing this. This is year round. I do wear it in the cold weather, but it has to be sunny outside. There's something about, you know, having, you know, that beautiful bluebird sky. I love to wear this. Another one that's light wearing. Next one is one of my newest pickups from Chanel. I've had so many on the Les exclusive line on my wish list, and I've been slowly buying them. I wish I had got them earlier, because, you know, last year they really increased the price dramatically, and I kind of wish I had gotten them earlier, you know, but it is what it is. But this one is the beautiful 1957 unmistakable Chanel DNA. You've got the Chanel florals, probably a little bit of jasmine, maybe a skosh of rose, but more iris. Lots of beautiful, fluffy musk. It's just cozy, it's sweet. The aldehydes, there are aldehydes, whether they're listed in here or not. I get some aldehydes, but they're not like in your face aldehydes, like, you know, Chanel number 22 or number 5, the original. Very, very pretty, very light. You have this nice little soft, fluffy scent cloud around you. If I spray on clothes, and I do, I can get at least half a day. It's never gonna last all day, but that's fine. Gosh, I love this. And I forgot to put this in my Flex video. I meant to put this in my Flex video, but it was in the other box. It was in my Inoffensive perfume box video. This is Loubirouge, the beautiful Loubirouge. I just love it. It's a gorgeous, non-gourmand woody vanilla with iris. Now, I don't think any woody notes are listed. There's woods in here, and I really get specifically a very creamy cedar in the background. I guess it could be sandalwood, but I smell more of a cedar. But it is a cardamom vanilla iris perfume. Oh gosh, so one of the prettiest perfumes in my collection, one of the standouts, absolutely, in the Christian Louboutin range, definitely their Flex, and it's just stunning. And this one is one of them that is soft. It has a very, you know, the sillage is not strong, but I can get this to last on me, and I'm just saying on me. That's why everybody needs to try everything first. I can get this to last on clothes a good 10 hours. That's my experience. It's not strong, but I can still smell it 10 hours in. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, as I've said before, the note of vanilla is one of my favorite notes, but it's not super work appropriate all the time, particularly around some people who may not like it. And it's not a super safe fragrance to wear around others, because some people, even though they love it, others might absolutely hate it. I want to make sure I pulled a couple of affordable perfumes that I find very inoffensive and work friendly. And this one happens to be a vanilla, but it's a vanilla musk, and is a non-foodie vanilla. And it's by the house Highs and Lows, which I discovered this year over on Instagram, and I'm absolutely loving. Speaking of them, the candles, you guys always ask me, the candles I'm burning in the background, they've been burning for a couple hours now, and my room just smells delicious. One of them is called Signed and Sealed, and the other one is called Smoke and Mirrors. I want to say Signed and Sealed smells like, you know, like a chai latte. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very warm, vanillic spices, and Smoke and Mirrors is like that vanilla marshmallow, you know, woods kind of a thing, which isn't overly sweet and gourmand, and oh, they smell so good. Cleanly formulated brand. I know a lot of you are only interested in cleanly formulated brands, so I also try to show those as well. So this one is affordable and it's cleanly formulated. This Highs and Lows is a vanilla musk. But the musk in here is ambrette. If you don't know, it's a super, so it's a botanical musk. It smells different. It's very clean. It's clean without being screechy. It just is very light. It's very fluffy, almost slightly vegetal, but not quite. Whenever you order from them, you get these little cards. And so so it's got freesia in here. Freesia, jasmine, orange blossom, ambrette, musk, and vanilla. I don't really get florals per se. I mean, they are so subtle. I really do get a beautiful, light, fluffy, airy vanilla musk. Their scents tend to wear on the lighter side. They do sell oils. I think they had oils, their body oils before. They started with candles, then went into body oils, then expanded into perfumes. Everything, you know, is cleanly formulated and cruelty-free, vegan. They're not beast mode, and that's why this one is being shown on this video. But this one has great lasting power. When I spray this on my clothes, I can smell it the next day. I remember I could smell my laundry. I'd sprayed this on a t-shirt over the summer, and I went to go grab that t-shirt to wash it, like at least a day, maybe two later. I could smell highs and lows. Very beautiful. As I said before, they kindly have given my subscribers a discount code, and I'm newly affiliated, just so you know. So use my code, don't use my code. I really highly recommend that brand. I find them to be, you know, lovely people and very, very good products, and I look forward to trying more from them. And after smelling these candles for about 2 hours, I'm definitely going to be buying more candles. Okay, speaking of vanilla and musk, why don't I get I think this is the only perfume oil I have. Another one from Niemet. I have so many in this line. I get mine at Whole Foods. This one is like $8.99, and their big bottles are like $14.99, $15.99. And I've gone through several bottles. This is for those of you who really don't want anyone to smell you, but you want this little scent bubble, almost like your skin, but better. And that's what white musk is. I use it layering, but I have found when I've worn this on its own, I still have a tiny, tiny little scent bubble. So if you work somewhere where they had a 0 scent policy, that would be absolutely horrible. You could wear this and get away with it. You're gonna still, at least I still smell this on myself, but others won't smell you. All right, let's go with some gorgeous scent. I got this beautiful trifecta in front of me that I pulled. Loewe 01 Woman, the Eau de Toilette, the EDT. They have the EDP. I've had the EDP. I like the Eau de Toilette better. This is a beautiful, clean, fresh, musky sandalwood. And this is so good, juicy, fresh, gorgeous, gorgeous, crystal clean sandalwood. Boy, do I love this perfume. Fantastic professional scent. The Eau de Parfum had a lot more amber, had a lot more pepper, and had kind of a thicker citrusy note. This one's lighter, more fresh, more airy, a little bit cleaner, a little bit more citrusy, and it has a little splash of peony, so it does have a little bit of a floral nuance and a beautiful, soft, gauzy musk in the base. This is on my September perfume tray, and I've only worn it a couple times, but I'm going to give you some more wear because you are beautiful. Perfume from the house of Loewe that I show all the time, Cedrus. Oh my gosh, this is, well, I'm going to show this one too. I'm going to show wood sage and sea salt. Two very good, inoffensive, work-appropriate fragrances that are very professional, very lovely. They're soft, they're light, they're airy, and they do share a lot of similarities. Cedrus, this is a little bit more woody, and it's a little bit more mossy. So this has an oak moss, but the oak moss in here is clean and fresh. It is not damp earth. It's not that type of oak moss. It's a fresh, clean oak moss. Yeah, and it has, so it's a touch more earthy than wood sage and sea salt, and that's because of the oak moss, and it's because of the vetiver. A very, very nice, almost green vetiver. And then of course we have the sister, the half sister, the cousin fragrance, wood sage and sea salt. I know. It's been around forever, and a lot of people, most people don't talk about it anymore. They've come and gone, they've raved about it, and now you never hear about it. I love it. I think this is such a one of a kind. I've loved it since the day it came out, probably 10 years ago. I fell in love with it immediately. Salty, slightly fresh, aquatic, musk, just good for any situation. Like I remember I wore this is my second bottle. The first bottle was the smaller size. I went through that. This was my go-to when my daughter was playing like team sports, like particularly volleyball. And I was going to be around a lot of people, and I just wanted to smell good myself, but I didn't want anything offensive. This was literally my go-to scent. I wore wood sage and sea salt, and people would only smell me, or they would only comment when they would, you know, give me a hug. They'd say, "Oh, you smell so good." Again, it doesn't wear forever. I mean, it doesn't last forever. You know, I usually keep that tiny little decant in my purse and take it with me if I ever want to. If I'm going to be gone all day and I want to, you know, refresh myself, I can use that. But boy, this is good. These are just gorgeous, inoffensive professional scents I love. Okay, one of my favorite pickups of this year is by the house Mind Games. I am one of those people that am slowly going through the line. I'm going to do a house review, and I'm going to rank my favorite Mind Games. That'll be in the next couple weeks. I just got both discovery sets. I had this sample and that sample and this decant, that decant. Now I finally have the whole set, and I can go through a ranking. A good way to try this perfume house is through Scent Split, and that's how I do it. I usually get the 5 ml decants if there's something that I think I'm really going to like. That's a good way to do it, is to get those decants. Obviously not to blind buy. This is carried in Neiman Marcus, and I saw it at Dillard's. I saw it at Dillard's over in Houston and my Dillard's here. I was kind of shocked. Dillard's also carries these, so you can smell them in person. But this one is Queening. This is one of the few, I haven't tried them all yet, but this is one of two that I'm thinking of that definitely could be a signature scent, a year-round scent, and a beautiful, inoffensive work scent. This is a vanilla, but it's a very different type of vanilla. It's not foodie, and it has a little bit of green apple in the front or at the top. It's a little bit green. So it's got green apple and it has cypress. So there's a definite fresh, crisp component at the top. You know, those don't last forever, but I really do like it. And it has a fantasy note of cotton blossom. And cotton blossom is a very fluffy note. So it gives this perfume a fluffiness. That doesn't mean invisible. It doesn't mean light as air and you're not going to smell it, but it's just, there's something kind of fluffy about it. Very slightly powdery. And the powder to me comes from like a coconut powder. I don't smell sunscreen. I don't smell tropical drink. I smell like a coconut powder. So fresh green apple, cypress, a fluffiness from that clean linen or that cotton blossom, a coconut powder, vanilla, a non-gourmand vanilla, and a lovely musk in the base. So, so pretty, gorgeous. It is expensive. So one that is, I've also worn to work, is a really good work set, and it reminds me of Queening. They are not dupes. They're certainly not dupes. They're not twins in the opening, but in the dry down, they're very similar. And this one is way, way more affordable. This one does not have the green apple. It does not have the citrus, so it doesn't have those green elements. I bought it for the meringue note, but it's not overly sweet. This is a very light, meringue-like vanilla, light, soft, airy, and has a nice kind of a your skin but better musk in the dry down. Again, I've worn this to work. It's very inoffensive, very lovely, and a very nice, affordable alternative for Queening. In the dry down, they smell a lot more similar, and in fact, they're too similar. I'm sorry, this is called Cream Cloud Tease. I will be decluttering Cream Cloud because, in my opinion, there's too much similarity to keep both. This is really, really lovely. I couldn't recommend it more for a work scent. And again, this could be my signature scent. I love it. Oh my gosh, my tummy is growling. I think I'm gonna stop. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 more. I'm just gonna do 3 more. We're gonna call it a day. One of the Ormonde Jayne I picked. I could have picked several, but the one I picked is Champaca. I show this to you all the time. This is a lovely green tea scent that has Champaca, and to me, Champaca kind of smells like a little apricot-y, creamy, milky apricot. It has some green elements. It has bamboo. Again, it has tea, but the tea is green tea. It has a rice accord. I really don't get rice. And in fact, I think I originally bought this for the rice accord, but I mean, it really does not have a ton of rice. As you know, I love the note. I love the rice accord. And I try to scoop up all fragrances that have that very, very, very subtle spices. I want to say this has myrrh, listen, it does not, I do not get incense at all, but I do get this subtle touch of something spicy and fruity in here, maybe a little bit of plum. Light wearing, my coworkers love it. I know of at least 2 workers that absolutely love this when I wear it. The next one is Apollonia. Boy, I love this one by Xerjoff. This is supposed to smell like moon dust, or the point of view is like moon dust. Now, if moon dust was made of a blueberry scone mix, they nailed it. So this is very dusty, very light, very airy, very powdery. And the powderiness is coming from iris or orris, so it does have an earthiness to it. I definitely get that earthy part of the iris, not the lipsticky. It smells more earthy and powdery, almost like makeup powder. And there's something in here that smells like, what am I thinking? Dehydrated blueberry. I get a subtle, and my friend gets that too. We both get a little bit of a dehydrated blueberry, but very dusty, powdery. So that's why it just reminds me of a scone mix, like a blueberry scone mix. You know, the fruits are so tiny and they're like all dehydrated before you add the water and the butter. This smells like a light, fluffy blueberry scone mix and a little bit earthy. So blueberry scone mix that you found on the surface of the moon. And the last one, I love this. In my perfume video recently, Learn to Love. I got a smaller bottle of this a couple years ago, and it just sat and gathered dust. And then I took it to my mom and gave it to her, and then she wore it because she likes woody perfumes. She does not like Ormonde's, but she loves the woody perfumes. And she wore it. I'm like, Mom, you smell so good. She smelled so, so good. So 04 is an aroma chemical called Javanol, which is a synthetic form of sandalwood. And it does, so it's beautiful. Sandalwood can be crisp. Sandalwood can be fresh. Sandalwood can be wood chippy. Sandalwood can smell very creamy. This is more of the fresh type of sandalwood, even though it has a teensy bit of the creaminess. It does have a little bit of both aspects of the sandalwood. There's something very, very fresh about this. So it's not absolutely linear. I don't know what it is that smells fresh to me, but it smells fresh, not quite citrusy, but almost. It has this almost citrusy freshness. And it's just clean. It's clean and beautiful. And when my mom wore this, although she told me that she couldn't smell it all day, I could smell this all day on her. So it is a fantastic work scent. You can wear it alone, and it's terrific for layering. And with that, my mouth is dry and my tummy is rumbling. It's dinner time. I'm going to call it a day on my inoffensive, my more professional leaning fragrances that I find very safe to wear to work, in a crowd, potentially out to dinner. But these really are my work go-to scents, or some of them. I have a lot more, but these are the ones that I feel very, very comfortable that when I'm at work or when I'm in a crowd, I am not going to be offending anybody. Now, if I didn't mention your favorite inoffensive, work-friendly, crowd-friendly perfume, let us know in the comments down below. I love reading them. Other people love reading them. Go ahead and start the conversation. Thanks again for sticking around. Thanks for watching. To all of you who subscribe to my channel, and always give me a thumbs up. I know you guys, there are several of you out there that give me a thumbs up right when the video opens. I see it. And that is so sweet to me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. And I hope to see you on the next one.